Hello everybody, this is Alex or RCG Blade, and due to a request I got on my Nuclear Nightmare Beginner's Guide video, I'm just going to be doing a quick little video going over the helicopters in Nuclear Nightmare, kind of an idea of how to fly them, and just a couple tips and stuff. So starting off, this is the helicopter interaction you can find in the tutorial of the game. So I'm just leaving this up so you can kind of get an idea of the controls in case you aren't familiar. The ones you're going to be using the most, frankly, are going to be WASD. You're going to use your lights. You're going to use tab, your mouse, obviously, to pitch and shift, stuff like that. It's not as difficult as you might think. It's similar to how an actual helicopter would fly in real life, but there's definitely some kind of gamification going on that makes it a little more manageable. So. Oh, and as always, I to toggle your engine on or off. If you're not using it, whenever you land, you want to make sure you turn your engine off. That way you're not wasting fuel. So with all of that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and fly this bad boy. So in the tutorial, it is asking us to fly to the end game location, which for some reason I cannot open my map. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can open the map now. So we're going to fly to that endgame location. As you can see, if I move my mouse to the left and the right, it rocks the helicopter side to side. I hold W to go up. Now, if you just hold W, you're just going to continuously go up, right? You can see my above ground level, the AGL, is just going up. So that's not how you move with the helicopter, right? As with a real helicopter, you need to pitch the nose down by moving your mouse up. And as you can see now, we're actually moving towards that end progress. And you can see that the flag has now moved to the top of my screen. Now while you're doing this, you want to make sure you are keeping an eye on your above ground level. As you can see, I'm dropping here. You don't want to drop too fast, or you're going to hear, wee, wee, pull up. And, you might crash. So always be careful of that. I would say safe level is around 3,000 feet. That's where you want to kind of cruise at. And also, the screen you see, right, that main console screen, that is showing me a view of the ground. This is very, very helpful. If you're landing, I would recommend pressing tab, then you got the third person view. But because the whole ground is white, everything around you is white, it's hard to drive and fly in that third person view. So I recommend using that main console. Don't worry, that's just a suggestion. Use that main console. It's got all your important information. Right now all I'm doing is holding W, and I've got my helicopter pitched forward. So now we see that we are coming up on the landing pad. We've still got 18% fuel. And by the way, moving my mouse to the left, moving my mouse to the right. And then you can use A and D to rotate. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flatten up. Going to press tab. Hold S until you land. And then you press I to turn off the engine. It sounds scarier than it is, but really, it's pretty easy. And just like that, you've now flown the helicopter, and you have beaten the tutorial. Feel free to put this to good use in the future. It's, again, like I said, it's not really hard, but if you ever want to practice, I do recommend practicing within the tutorial. It's the easiest way to get a fully fueled helicopter, and that way you're not risking ending a run over some simple mistakes. Now, just real quick before I end the video, sometimes there can be some quirky interactions with the helicopter. Sometimes when you land, it'll start to roll a little bit. So I recommend the first thing you do once you've confirmed you have flat landed, like you're perfectly flat, press I to turn off the engine and then get out of the helicopter. That seems to be the best way to prevent it from rolling, and you should be able to get your Nuclear Nightmare helicopter's license. So thanks for checking this video out. Hope it helped. If you'd like any more tutorials on specific things for the game, feel free to comment those down below. I will be doing an expanded beginner's guide when the new updates come out, specifically the update with the randomized objectives. But if you're watching this and you've only seen my first tutorial video, there have been a lot of great changes to the game, a lot of good stuff worth checking out, and I totally recommend the game. Anyway, that's it, so thank you for checking it out. I've been Alex RCG Blade, and as always, have a good day. Stay safe out there.